Today we will learn a topic which is global warming. Today we will go through these questions. What is the meaning of global warming? What is greenhouse effect? What are the causes of global warming? What are its effect and its constituents or consequences? What are the possible solutions? What is today's situation of global warming for COVID 19? So, at first, we will learn what is global warming. Global warming is the ongoing rise of the average temperature of the Earth's climate system and has been demonstrated by direct temperature measurements and by measurements of various effects of the warming. Next, we will learn what is greenhouse effect. The greenhouse effect is the process by which radiation from a planet's atmosphere warms the planet's surface to a temperature above what it would be without this atmosphere. Radiatively active gases in a planet's atmosphere radiate energy in all directions. What are the causes of global warming? The greenhouse effect is a natural phenomenon. However, the increase in greenhouse gases is linked to human activities. It is thus no surprise that the world's leading climate scientists believe that human activities are very likely the main cause of global warming since the mid 20th century, mostly because of fossil fuels. The massive use of fuels is obviously the first source of global warming, as burning coal, oil, and gas produces such as carbon dioxide. The carbon dioxide is the most important greenhouse gas in the atmosphere, as well as nitrous oxide. Okay. Then comes deforestation. The exploitation of forest has a major role in climate change. Trees help regulate the climate by absorbing CO2 from the atmosphere. Here, CO2 is carbon dioxide. Okay. When they are cut down, this positive effect is lost and the carbon stored in the trees is released into atmosphere. Then comes intensive farming. Another cause of global warming is intensive farming, not only with the ever increasing livestock but also with plant protections, products, and fertilizers. In fact, cattle and sheep produce large amounts of methane when digestion their food, while fertilizers produce nitrous oxide. Then comes mining. Modern life is highly dependent on the mining and metallurgical industry. Metals and minerals are raw material used in the construction, transportation, and manufacturing of goods. For extraction to delivery, this market accounts for 5% of all greenhouse gas emissions. Then comes waste disposal. Waste management methods like landfills and incineration incineration emit greenhouse and toxic gases, including methane, that are released into the atmosphere, soil, and waterways, contributing to the increase of the greenhouse effect. Then comes overconsumption. Finally, overconsumption also plays a major role in climate change. In effect, it is responsible for the overexploitation of natural resources and emissions from international freight transport, which both contribute to global warming. Then comes the global warming effects. Here are some consequences that are documented in the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change Special Report on Global Warming. First comes on biodiversity. The increase of temperature and the climate upheavals disturb the ecosystems, modify the conditions and cycles of plant reproduction. The scarcity of resources and climate change are changing life habits and migratory cycle of animal. We are already witnessing the disappearance of many species, including endemic species, or conversely, the intrusion of invasive species that threaten crops and other animals. Global warming therefore impacts biodiversity. It is the balance of biodiversity that is modified and threatened. Accordingly to the IPCC, a 1.5 degree Celsius, which is 34.7 degree Fahrenheit, average rise might put 20 to 30% of species at risk of extinction. If the planet warms by more than 2 degrees Celsius, most ecosystems will struggle. Then comes the on oceans. Because of global warming, permafrost and ice are melting massively at the poles, increasing the sea level at a rate never known before. In a century, the increase reached 18 centimeter, including 6 centimeter in the last 20 years. The worst case scenario is a rise of up to 1 meter by 2100, means 2100. The acidification of the ocean is also of great concern. In fact, the large amount of CO2 captured by the oceans makes them more acidic, arousing serious questions about the adaptability of seashells or coral reefs. Then comes on humans. Human beings are not spared by these upheavals. Climate changes is affecting the global warm economy. It is already shaking up social health and geopolitical balances in many parts of the world. The scarcity of resources like food and energy gives rise to new conflicts. Rising sea levels and floods are causing population migration. Small island states are in the front line. The estimated number of climate refugees by 2050 is 250 million people. On the weather, for decades now, meteorologists and climatologists around the world have been watching the effects of global warming on the weather phenomena. And the impact is huge. More droughts and heat waves, more precipitations, more natural disasters like floods, hurricanes, storms, and wildfires, frost free season, etc. Okay? Then comes what are the consequences of global warming? There are a number of possibilities. Greenhouse gases in the atmosphere are out of balance due to man produced emissions, natural emissions of CO2 and methane, leaking out from vast underground sources such as tectonic plate movement and volcanic activity. Second, the sun could be getting warmer. Third, the galaxy could be getting warmer. Fourth, natural occurrence. Fifth, the planet just goes through cycles and this could merely be a warming cycle. Then fifth is there is no global warming, weather patterns are shifting, a natural event. Sixth, but the last is cosmic radiation emanating from the center of the galaxy is increasing. Then global warming prevention. Good news. There are ways to reduce global warming, but how to react to climate change? What solutions to consider? Renewable energies. The first way to prevent climate change is to move away from fossil fuels. What are the alternatives? Renewable energies like solar, wind, biomass, and geothermal. Second, energy and water efficiency. Producing clean energy is essential, but reducing our consumption of energy and water by using more efficient devices, for example, LED light bulbs, innovative shower systems, is less costly and equally important. Then comes sustainable transportation. Promoting public transportation, carpooling, but also electric and hydrogen mobility can definitely help reduce CO2 emissions and thus fight global warming. Fourth, sustainable infrastructure. In order to reduce the CO2 emissions from building caused by heating, air conditioning, hot water, or lighting, it is necessary both to build new low energy buildings and to renovate the existing constructions. Fifth, sustainable agriculture and forest management. Encouraging better use of natural resources, stopping massive deforestation, as well as making agriculture greener and more efficient should also be a priority. Sixth, responsible consumption and recycling. It is very important. Adopting responsible consumption habits is crucial, be it regarding food, particularly meat, clothing, cosmetics, or cleaning products. Last but not least, recycling is an absolute necessity for dealing with waste. Now comes situation of global warming due to COVID-19. Okay. When India imposed a nationwide lockdown a week ago, it was designed to stop the imminent spread of the novel coronavirus. But grinding this country of 1.3 billion people to a near halt has also provided a temporary remedy to another pressing health issue, suffocating pollution levels. The world's largest down means all factories, markets, shops, and places of worship are now closed. Most public transport suspended and construction work halted. As India asks his citizens to stay home and practice social distancing, so far India has more than 1,300 confirmed cases of COVID-19, including 35 deaths. The removing coal was the secret to the UK's low emission success. The UK has become a global leader in this transition to lower emissions through switching to more sustainable energy sources. Already data shows that the main cities are recording much lower level of harmful microscopic particulate matter known as PM 2.5 and of nitrogen dioxide, which is released by vehicles and power plants. PM 2.5, which is smaller than 2.5 micrometers in diameter, is considered particularly dangerous as it can lodge deep into the lungs and pass on into other organs and bloodstream causing serious health risk. The sudden fall in pollutants and subsequent blue skies signals a dramatic shift for India, which has 21 of the world's 30th most polluted cities. Global warming has been reported lesser than usual. See, what is the cause of global warming? What is the situation of global warming due to COVID-19 lockdown? So, with this, we came to the last slide. So, thank you. What I always tell that please do like, share, subscribe and comment in the comment section below. So bye for now. Stay home, stay safe.